I've been catching myself using the same words over and over again as if my vocabulary has shrunk into a tiny circle. And it made me wonder, am I really learning? If you've ever felt the same way, then this podcast episode is for you. Hi, I'm Charmaine Castro and we're going to tackle how to reclaim our mind, rewire our brain, and see how ICT4D comes into the picture. As someone who spends a lot of time drawing, I've noticed that I slip into this autopilot mode. My hands are working, but my mind is either scattered everywhere or completely quiet. I'm technically not thinking, and since most of my hours are spent like this, it made me reflect. What am I actually feeding my mind? There's a saying that goes, you are what you consume. And it hit me. Maybe the solution is simple. Read more, consume wisely, and think intentionally. Reading helps us retain knowledge, expand our vocabulary, and sharpen how we process the world. And this is not sponsored, but today I want to talk about Substack. If you haven't heard of it, think of it as a calmer, more thoughtful version of Twitter, or X as we call it now. People still share their thoughts, but in Substack, the posts feel more like mini essays or journal entries. It's an outlet for people to articulate what's on their mind without rushing. Just pure expression and reflection. Recently, I came across a Substack entry titled The Constant Struggle to Be Articulate by Maeve. I resonated with it deeply. As I interact with more people, I often feel this pressure to bring my thoughts to life, to communicate clearly, to articulate what I truly feel. I want to create a space for learning and growth, a space where it's okay not to have all the answers right away. Because eventually, once we rewire our mindset, we learn that putting our thoughts out there is part of the growing process. And this is where ICT4D comes in. ICT4D isn't just about technology. It's about how information shapes people. Platforms like Substack, online essays, podcasts, and even long-form captions gives us access to ideas that helps us think better. ICT creates networks of knowledge where we learn from one another, get inspired, and refine our thoughts. The more we consume meaningful information, the more we grow. Resources are everywhere, and with ICT, we now have countless tools to expand the way we think, communicate, and understand the world. I hope this podcast episode finds its way to people who also share the same sentiments and, moreover, grow in this evolving world.